caindo.
Hello guys, what's up? It's Ethan, and before we get into the video, the intro you just saw was made by Jord Intro Designer. That's Jord Intro Designer. If you want more info about him, I'm gonna put his channel link in the description below. And now let's get back into the video.
Yo guys, what's up? It's Ethan here with another Madden vid, and if you play FIFA, please don't walk away from this. This actually may be very relevant to you and can actually help you in the new FIFA mobile game. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about strategies and ways you can make money in Madden Mobile. What does this mean? This means that for every process that I'm going to talk about, you can make a profit, meaning the amount of money you get out is more than the amount of money you spend in. Okay, the first step, and probably the most basic step, everyone knows how to do this, is playing season games. This, in my opinion, is the least effective. Actually, playing the game is the least effective method of getting money. Okay, last season I made around 7 million coins without spending any money on this game. Okay, but in terms of getting coins from this game, you can't really get it from actually playing the regular games. For example, one season game, which is the best way to get money by playing this game, gets around 1,500 coins. A season game, if you go really fast through it, takes around 10 minutes to play. That means if you spent 100 minutes on this game, that's an hour and 40 minutes. You're only going to get 15k out. That's really not that much. Let's say if you spent 100 minutes, right, every single day, okay, for the entire year, and you only play season games, you're only going to make about 5 million, okay? You'll make around 5 million coins the entire season. But remember, that's 100 minutes a day, 365 days a year. Okay, that's way too much work, and there are much better methods for you to use to actually make money. Now, this is the first method. You're technically making profit, you're just not making that much profit. Okay? Now, I need to explain a myth, okay, about packs. For some reason, people still think you can make money off of packs. There has never been a single pack in Madden Mobile in which someone has ever made money. Okay, the best pack in Madden Mobile is the Pro Pack. Okay, that's the best bang for your buck. Even then, you're most likely going to lose money. For example, a gold or better player, the chance of getting an elite, according to some people on Muthead, was around a 1 to 2% chance. Okay, if you get an elite, that's around 40k, that's good. But that's a 1 to 2% chance. There's a 98 to 99% chance you just stick with the gold, and most golds are worth 2 to 2.5k. Silvers, I know this for sure, only sell at a max of 600 coins, and that's if you're lucky. So that means 2 silver is 1,200. So at max, let's say you get lucky, sell a gold player for 2,500. You have 3,700 coins made, 2 bronze and better items, and you know that's basically like 100 to 200 coins. So that basically, for a Pro Pack, you get back 4k, but you're spending 7,500k. Therefore, Pro Packs and any pack in general is a horrible way and will never work to make money. The second method is something called sniping, okay? This method is very good, in which you just buy a player for low and you sell it for high. Now, there are different ways you can do this, okay? For example, there are better ways than others. Okay, one sniping filter would be to buy gold players for around 1,500 coins, okay? Now, here's the thing. The difference between Madden Mobile and FIFA Mobile is that in Madden, the auction house updates every 5 minutes. Meaning if, for example, the auction house updates 3 o'clock p.m., 3:05 p.m., 3:10 p.m., okay? If you post an auction at 3:02 p.m., it won't come up immediately. It will show up at 3:05 p.m. If you post up an auction at 3:03 p.m., it will show up also at 3:05 p.m. So anything in this interval, 3:01 p.m. to around the very beginning of 3:05 p.m. will all get posted at the 3:05 p.m. mark. And by doing this, you just have to show up every 5 minutes. For example, at 3 p.m. you go to the auction house, you keep on refreshing, right? And then the moment it turns 3:05 p.m., for example, all the new ones will get shown up, and you can buy as many as possible, allowing you to actually snipe a lot better than the FIFA Mobile, in which it automatically updates. Not only that, it solves a lot of the auction house issues in terms of lag and crashing. In terms of Madden Mobile, yes, there are some auction house issues. Sometimes it crashes, but it's much better than my experience when I played FIFA Mobile. So this may be a new advantage in the new actual FIFA Mobile that's going to come out. That's going to be very similar to Madden Mobile. Now, this one method of buying gold players for cheap and selling high is a mediocre method, okay? Each round I make around 2 to 3k, okay? That means per hour I might make, I don't know, maybe like 40 to 50k. That's per hour. That's much better than playing season games, right? But it's still not that great. Now, here is something called sets. It's coming to new FIFA Mobile, and some of these sets you can make a lot of money from. For example, these are just free sets. You play the live events, you get the collectibles, you put it in. That's what we just do. Always do events like that. Okay. Other sets you should do that involve sniping and utilizing sets is a really good way. Previously, not in this Madden because the gold players are still too much and they nerfed this set. But previously in older Maddens, this set right here used to make a lot of money. You could get around 1 elite trophy, 2 gold trophies, and 4 silver trophies on average per round. That's around like 30k back. And if you could snipe a gold player for 2k each, which really wasn't that hard, okay, you can make around 10k per 5 minutes. That means in 1 hour, you can make around 120k. That's a very good amount of profit, okay, for 1 hour. 100k per hour, in which you only show up for every other 5 minutes, is very good. Now, in this current Madden, this does not work due to the fact that I believe they nerfed this set. But I do know a couple other sets in which if you can snipe players, put them into the set, and get even more money out of them. So that's one way. This is the second method I like to call it sniping. This method is very effective. It's very short term. You know, you get your money kind of immediately. Now, the third method is we call it investments. Okay, investments are super dangerous. If you know how to do this correctly, you can make a ton of money out of it. But at the same time, you can lose a ton of money out of it. And you have to have a lot of patience, okay? For example, it tends to be that when a really good player goes out of supply, his price raises, okay? We'll put an example. 86 Ponder, okay? Before I got mine for 45 to 50k. Now, let's look at his price. He's already risen to 75k. And he's around 75k now. So that means he rose around 20 to 30k in the past week and a half. That means if you bought him, you bought a bulk amount. Say if you spent 450k on buying 10 Ponders, you could sell all those off for 750k, right? That's what we call investing. Sometimes this can work out really badly, and the price of someone decreases dramatically. For example, recently elite players went up a lot. 85 rated players are now around 40k. You can sell them around 40k if you want, right? On the very first day of this game, some elite players wouldn't even sell for 20k. So this is in a term of a good investment, in which you are patient enough to actually buy something. As I said before, some tips are, if there are no good, for example, the position, the halfback position, okay? If in the next month or so, you somehow realize and deduce that there are no new special events coming out, that means there's no really good halfbacks coming out at that time. And if you're in the middle of a really big special event in which a good halfback has come out, his price will still be in supply, so his price will be cheap. Once the event ends, his supply will be literally zero, since no one can get him anymore because the event ended. You buy that player in bulk, you wait for a month, and then you sell him for a greater price because no one can produce him anymore. And that's one way of making investments. Now, this method works a lot and can make you a big amount of money. I remember I made 1 million coins on my second investment. I've also lost 1 million coins in one of my investments. So you have to be very risky and to be very you have to really commit to it, okay? Like if you put a small amount of money into investment, at max you're not going to lose much money, but you're not really going to gain much money in the overall. So it's best to go big or go home in terms of investments. And usually at the end of the day, if you do know what you're doing in investing, most of your investments will turn out good, okay? So those are my 3 ways of making money in Madden Mobile. These 3 will also be relevant in FIFA Mobile now that they added new things like special events, which are live events, also things in sets, and this new auction house, which is probably going to be the same as this auction house, okay? So there are, in a way, this new FIFA Mobile can be a really good thing because now people can actually make money. Hope you guys like this video. Subscribe and peace.